Hey everyone, welcome back to My Life on a GLP1. I'm your host Scott Johnson, and I'm here with my amazing co-host Sarah. Today we're diving into something that honestly caught me off guard. Why the maintenance phase of your GLP1 journey might actually be more rewarding than the weight loss phase itself. I finally understood something that nobody talks about in those dramatic transformation stories. The real victory in my GLP-1 weight loss journey wasn't hitting my target weight. It was discovering that maintenance, yeah, boring old maintenance, had secretly become the most rewarding part of my entire experience.
Oh my gosh, Scott, same. I mean, we're so conditioned to think that the exciting part is watching those numbers drop on the scale, right? But there is such a compelling case that maintenance is where the real magic happens. It's like, and I love this analogy, the difference between the intense romance phase and building a healthy long term relationship.
Yes, that relationship analogy is perfect. Looking back, it's funny how weight loss is all drama and intensity. You're obsessing over every pound, every meal decision feels monumental. But maintenance? That's where you learn to actually trust yourself. You're not constantly checking the scale for validation anymore. You're living your life and trusting that the habits you've built are really working.
And can we talk about those emotional phases, the victory tour, the worry spiral, that weird nostalgia phase? I felt so seen talking about that. Like, who knew you could actually miss the intensity of active weight loss? It's wild how your brain works through all of that.
The worry spiral really got me. That moment where you're like, wait, am I still losing weight? Should I be losing weight? What if I gain it back? But then you realize, and this is huge, that your success metrics have completely shifted. You're not measuring success by the scale anymore. You're measuring it by how you feel, how your clothes fit, your energy levels, your relationship with food.
Exactly. And those stealth victories during maintenance are so underrated, like you just casually order a normal meal at a restaurant without agonizing over every calorie, or you naturally stop eating when you're satisfied without having to consciously think about it. Those moments where you realize, oh wow, this is just how I live now.
That's such a good point about the stealth victories. And here's what really shocked me: how boring routines become freedom instead of restriction. When you're in weight loss mode, every routine feels like a diet rule you have to follow. But in maintenance, those same routines become just life. They're not restrictions anymore. They're the foundation that lets you live freely.
Yes, it's like the difference between white knuckling through a diet and just living in a way that supports your health. And the trust building aspect is so important. You're literally proving to yourself day after day that you can maintain these changes long term. That's powerful stuff.
It really is. I think for anyone listening who's in that active weight loss phase, this perspective might feel hard to imagine. But if you're in maintenance or approaching it, I hope this resonates. The maintenance phase isn't the boring aftermath of your real success. It might actually be where your most meaningful transformation happens.
Absolutely. And if you're currently in maintenance and feeling like maybe you're not succeeding anymore because the scale isn't moving, remember that you're doing the hardest and most important work of all. You're learning to trust yourself with your own life.
That's so true, Sarah. You know, I've been thinking about something else: how maintenance teaches you to navigate the gray areas. In weight loss mode, everything feels black and white. This food is good, this food is bad. But maintenance is all about nuance and flexibility.
Oh, absolutely. That's such a good point. Like, you learn that you can have a slice of cake at a birthday party without it derailing everything, or that missing a workout one day doesn't mean you're failing. It's about becoming comfortable with imperfection and trusting that your overall patterns matter more than any single choice.
Exactly. And that flexibility actually makes you stronger, not weaker. I remember early in my maintenance phase, I was terrified of any deviation from my routine. But now, I can go on vacation, enjoy the local food, maybe gain a couple pounds, and come home knowing I'll naturally settle back into my patterns. That confidence is invaluable.
That vacation example is perfect. And can we talk about how maintenance changes your relationship with hunger and fullness cues? During weight loss, you might ignore hunger because you're in a deficit or push through fullness because you're following a strict meal plan. But maintenance is where you really learn to listen to your body again.
Yes, that's huge. You start trusting your body's signals again instead of relying on external rules. And here's something interesting. The maintenance phase victories are often invisible to others. Nobody applauds you for having a normal relationship with food, but that might be your biggest achievement of all.
Oh wow, the invisible victories, that really hits home for me. Nobody's going to congratulate you for not thinking about food all day or for naturally choosing to stop eating when you're satisfied, but those are the moments that prove your transformation is real and sustainable. It's like you've become the person who naturally makes those choices. Regardless where you are on your journey, know that we are supporting you from near and far. I hope you will return that support by sharing our podcast with others or giving us a 5-star rating on your local streaming service. Before we wrap on this for today, tell us, Scott, what final wise words do you have to share?
Thank you, Sarah. Let me say maintenance is hard, but it is liberating too. I like to say maintenance is the phase where I stopped celebrating those scale victories and truly started living my life again. If you want a deeper dive into my maintenance phase, you can check out the latest articles on our website at mylifeonglp1.com, or I have a whole section about it in my book, now available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. So, whether you're in active weight loss or already in maintenance, remember that every phase of this journey has its own gifts and challenges. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Scott Johnson, reminding you to keep charging forward and always remember to love your journey